So in the Bluetooth microphone space, you've got popular names like Rode and DJI selling Bluetooth microphones, but they're $200 to $300 roughly, depending which version you get and how many microphones you get. Pretty pricey, especially for someone filming on their phone and they're just getting started in the space. That's a little bit crazy. But then you have Maono release the WM620, 2 microphones, 1 USB-C connector here that plugs right into your iPhone or Android device, and it's only $50. And I actually want to compare these to something like the DJI, which are like, these are 1/5 of the cost, and they actually have some pretty interesting features. And as a quick disclosure note before we get into the features, I was sent these for free, but they are not approving this video. They did not say I have to say good things about them. These are my honest thoughts. I just was given a free demo product here that I can use. So you've got 6 hours of battery life with an additional 12 hours provided by the case for a total of 18 hours of battery life. So really great there. It has 4-step mic gain built into the receiver, which simplified basically means you have volume control built right into the receiver piece here. So that way, with other Bluetooth microphones I've tested for smartphones, you hook them up and it's at the loudest possible volume. And usually the audio sounds really bad because you could be in a loud setting, you could be talking loud, and you blow out the microphone. You can actually just adjust the gain by sliding this slider around, and it doesn't require getting some third-party app or making adjustments later in post. I've got the sound right where I need it. And there's some other features in here like one-click reverb effect. If you're doing like music stuff, you got tap to mute. If you're in a live stream, you just want to mute your mic for a bit, or supports charging while in use. There's also built-in noise reduction, which will help block out some of the background noise, but personally, I wouldn't use that if I'm being honest. I'd rather just do that in post in Premiere Pro, or if you're looking for a free option, you can actually use Adobe Podcast, their beta enhance audio, completely free, and it'll remove the background noise using AI. But if you don't want to go through all that, you can turn on their noise cancellation right on the device. But enough with features. Let's actually see how this sounds. You also get magnets included as well, so it does have a clippy piece. You can clip it to your shirt. But obviously a magnet's going to work a little bit better because you can just magnetize it right on. There it is on my shirt. Let's switch the audio over and see how it sounds. All right, so here's an audio test of the Maono WM620. This is what it sounds like. As you can see, I can move back if I want to. I'm actually recording this on iPhone. We are at gain level number 4. So that is what you are hearing right now at that max gain level, where it's going to pick up as much audio as possible. That's what it's going to sound like. I also like to shout. So this is me talking, as loud as I normally do. We've got some chair noises there as I move around. And let's actually adjust the gain setting just so you can hear that difference. Let me go over here. I'm going to turn it to 2. There we go. It should be on gain 2 now. And if you notice, the audio probably dampened down a bit, lowered the levels. We won't do anything else. We'll just leave it at that. Here's what that sounds like. Stand up, moving around, test 1, 2, 3. Look at the environment here. We got a little bit of carpet. This is just like standard office setting here. This is what it's going to sound like if you're going to record YouTube videos, podcasts. You're going to just do live streaming and you want portable mics. This is what it's going to sound like in this type of environment. And let's move over to the DJI here and let's boot this on and we're going to click record. All right. And here we are on the DJI mic. And to be fair, let's actually, because I'm holding this up to my mouth. And usually the closer you get a microphone to your mouth, the easier it is to hear. There we go. I think that's probably a fair comparison here. We've got them hooked up like that. So let's do some switching. So here is the Maono WM620. This is what this audio sounds like. And here's now a switch over to the DJI mic, which is, $250 for a kit of 2 of these and the receiver and the transmitter and all that, versus switching back over to the Maono WM620, where you're getting also 2 microphones and a USB-C plug that plugs right into your phone. And this is the type of audio you're going to get on that. What do you think the differences are there? Is it that dramatic where you would spend, an extra $200 on a Bluetooth microphone? Are you really going to see that different of results? Back over to the DJI mic. Here we are talking on the DJI mic. Test 1, 2, 3. Maono, here's the Maono audio. This is what that sounds like. Hopefully that's enough of a test there. Now I do want to get into some of the cons I have with this microphone, but I do just want to make a point that I think for the majority of people, if you're just going to be filming YouTube videos inside, you're not going to be in intense wind, these microphones are going to work great. Like they're Bluetooth, you're getting the microphone closer to your mouth, which is going to help things dramatically and help your audio sound better. But you really don't have to go all out to get good audio for your YouTube videos. Now I will say con number one, there is no wind protection on this. Like that's the microphone. There's no wind protection. So if you are going to film outside, well, that definitely needs the wind to your back so the microphone can sit here and won't pick up wind audio. So that is a con. There's no real solution there. Maybe putting in your shirt, I guess, but I don't know how well it's going to pick up the audio. So you will have that issue. And then con number two is these microphones, they don't have a spot in the case. Like there's nowhere to put them. So that way, like you can close the case and they can exist in there. Like there's nothing for them to slide into. So they just kind of float around in my camera bag or in my pocket. So that's a little disappointing. I feel like I could easily lose these and I'm good at losing things. So that's a downside. But hey, for $50, you're getting a really decent microphone. You're not having to spend hundreds of dollars on a more expensive one, and you're still getting pretty good results here. If you want to pick these up, they will be linked below in the description. If you go through Maono's website, they do have a 10% coupon that you can actually use on these versus going through Amazon. So definitely compare those, figure out which is going to be the better option for you. And definitely check out some of the other creator gear that we cover here. We have other budget gear we talk about on this channel. So be sure to check out this playlist and see if there's other gear you might need as a YouTube content creator.